Hello and welcome to House Building Digest series number 6. And today we will talk in detail about doors and windows. My name is Dr. Shailesh Kumar Agrawal, Executive Director of BMTPC. It's a sincere attempt by BMTPC to provide useful information about various essential activities involved in house construction, including technical and non-technical matters associated with building materials and construction technologies. Every individual has a dream of owning a house, and through this series, we will slowly unravel myths and misconceptions about building construction. The language used here is simple so that it is understood by one and all. Doors and windows, being two essential components of a house, are required from security consideration and from functional and aesthetic point of view. There are plethora of doors and windows available nowadays, and it is indeed involved exercise to have right kind of door and window for your house. Professional help and market trends may be looked into while selecting doors and windows. As you can see in this picture, door window comprise of door frame shown in the topmost picture, its shutter and fittings. The frame is usually made of wood or timber because of its easy availability and can be made in any shape. The frames are fixed into walls by holdfast as shown in this top picture, which are concrete block with iron clips or steel running through them. The shutter is the main door window element as shown in this bottom picture and can be made in number of ways. The shutter is fixed to frame through hinges to facilitate easy movement. There are other fittings associated with doors and windows, such as sliding bolts, tower bolts, door stoppers, door stays, handles which are fixed into shutter for the purpose of opening and closing. It is also worthwhile to mention here that there are alternatives to wood for doors and windows available nowadays. These includes metal doors, PVC doors, ferrocement doors, doors from agriculture and industrial waste such as red mud, bamboo doors, doors from secondary wood, molded doors, laminated doors, uh, etc. As you can see in this top right picture, door can be single leaf or it can be double leaf. It can also be a sliding door or swing door or revolving door. The another way of classification can be batten door or latch door, flush door or panel door, and same are shown in this bottom rightmost picture. As explained you earlier, based on material use, door can be wooden, it can be steel, it can be aluminum, it can be PVC, glass, FRP, ferrocement. In a similar fashion, they can also be the windows can also be classified as fixed windows, pivoted windows, sliding windows, double hung windows, etc. Normally, windows are glazed to allow entry of sufficient light in the house. Now let's look into the sizes of doors. The sizes of doors and windows depend upon its location. For example, the main entry door is of maximum size to enable easy entry of all household goods. The doors within the house can be relatively smaller, and the doors for WC toilet can be still smaller. In general, the height of door is kept as 2.10 meter. The width of main door may be kept as 1 meter, whereas the width of inner doors, including bath, WC toilet, may be kept as zero point 0.9 meter. Similarly, let's look at the sizes of windows. The sizes of windows should be kept such that there is adequate light and ventilation in the house. Usually, the windows are kept above the floor level, which is known as sill level. The window sill is kept between 0.75 meter to 1.0 meter above the floor level. From room For rooms where privacy is required, like bathroom, toilets, the window sill should be higher. Remember to keep top of all windows at the same level as that of door. Now let's talk about frames. Traditionally, door frames are made in wood, as you can see in this picture. A door frame comprises of two vertical members along the wall called jambs and one horizontal member at the top called head. The typical size of door frame is 10 centimeter by 6 centimeter, where only one door is to be fixed. Where two doors are to be fixed, like wooden door and a mesh door, the size of this frame is to be kept larger to accommodate both door shutters. The size can be 12.5 centimeter by 6 centimeter. Normally, a niche is made all along the vertical and horizontal members of the frame to accommodate the shutters. As explained earlier also, doors can also be made in steel, angle or T-section or aluminum, or it can be precast cement concrete and can be of different sizes. Frames of windows are normally smaller, but their sizes are comparatively smaller. Pivoted doors and window shutters require no frames. Now let's talk about shutters. As you can see in this picture, shutter can be single leaf, where only one shutter covers the door opening. Shutter can also be double leaf, where two shutter leaves cover the door opening, with each leaf hinged to each of the two vertical members from frame as shown in this picture. Shutter can also be made folding, where individual members are hinged to each other and ultimately hinged to the frame on one side only. Door shutters can also be battened or latched or paneled or flushed depending upon their mode of manufacture. Now let's discuss different parts of the shutters. Shutters comprises of vertical and horizontal members called stiles and rails. As shown in this picture, single shutter doors has two stiles and three rails. These rails are top and bottom, and one in the middle called lock rail. As you can see through this picture, these shutter frames can be filled with panel or glazing as per the requirement and design. A word on the size of these shutters. A typical wooden door shutter frame can be 5 centimeter by 7 centimeter, and its thickness can be 15 mm. Size of wooden window shutter can be kept as 3.5 centimeter by 7.5 centimeter with glass or other panels in between. Also remember, bidding has to be provided all along the junction of door and window shutter frame and the infill panels in order to provide rigidity. Let's now look at how to fix these doors and windows. First, the door or window frame is to be fixed into the wall and the shutter is subsequently fitted after finishing work. In case of wooden door or windows, they are to be fixed to masonry walls, and you can do as follows. The side of the frames are initially given an anti-termite treatment, and a coat of primer or coal tar is applied on all surfaces which are to come in contact with walls. The frames are then placed in proper position in the middle portion of the masonry wall with the help of holdfast. The steel holdfast run into frame and project outwards into masonry wall. The projected portion is embedded in concrete, thereby fixing it into masonry wall. The next step is normally 3 to 4 hold fasts are provided in each of the vertical member of the door frames. It is good practice to secure jambs at all floor levels by means of dowels. In case of normal windows, 2 hold fasts may be sufficient. Also remember, before fixing the shutter, a primer coat has to be applied on the entire surface and it is to be dried. The shutters are subsequently hinged to the frame with the help of screws to complete the fixing process. Now let's quickly look through varieties of doors and windows available in the market for ready fixing. First is the timber or wood doors and windows. These kind of doors has been the mainstay because of local availability of material and ease with which it can be made by the local carpenters. Large variety of woods are available in the market, and depending upon the property and budget available, one can choose. Timber is most commonly used for making doors and windows uh, in India. Next, let's look at the batten and ledge doors, which are shown here in this picture. Such doors consist of vertical wooden batten of the height of door with about 35 mm thickness, which are usually tongue and groove jointed. Usually, three ledges, that is horizontal members, are provided and uh, two vertical members. These doors can also be braced with diagonal members. Such doors are commonly adopted for toilet and baths. Now let's see framed and panel doors, which are most commonly used doors. Here, frame is made of wood and shutters can be of timber, plywood, uh, blackboard, hardboard, etc. Variety of designs can be provided for panels, making it attractive. These panels can also be made of glass. As regards door frames, while using these doors, it can be of wood or it can be of metal. Now let's see the flush door. Flush door is completely smooth, consisting of plywood or medium density fiber board fixed over timber frame. The hollow core so obtained is filled with cardboard core material. They can be used for exterior as well as interior applications. The frames for such doors can be of either of wood or it can be of steel. The doors can be hinged along one side so as to allow opening in one direction only. Remember, while using these doors in wet areas, inner face of the door should be covered with aluminum sheet to provide protection against water. Glass is usually provided for doors and windows, mostly for paneling, as you can see in this picture. However, if the owner so desires, doors can be made entirely out of glass for specific locations. Normally, such doors are provided in the backside of the house as it provides unobstructed view of the backyard or your garden. Front doors can also be made of glass and they also look beautiful, but care should be taken to ensure both privacy and durability. Cut glass panels set into wooden frames are frequent and beautiful option for front doors. Such doors are normally costly and require good maintenance. Let's look at steel doors now. Steel doors are good substitute for wood and is being used extensively for making frames. The frames can be made out of angles or T or channel, or it can be pressed steel plates. Hold fast and hinges are normally welded to the frame in case of steel frames. Normal shutters made out of wood can be fixed to these steel frames as well. Shutters can also be made out of mild steel the sheets welded or riveted to a frame of angle iron or channel section, and it can be properly braced. Steel doors can also be made in high quality cold rolled mild steel, precision engineered. These doors are long lasting, requiring minimum maintenance. They are available in beautiful shades with various wood grain texturing nowadays. Now let's look at the PVC door. PVC is the common term for the product called polyvinyl chloride. It is basically a plastic material commonly used for making various products including water tanks, pipes, fittings, etc. for houses. The use of PVC for the manufacturing of doors has become very popular nowadays and there are number of doors are available in the market in different colors, designs. The advantage of using PVC doors are that they are termite proof, durable, anti-corrosive, lightweight, and moisture resistant. They are also very easy to fabricate and install. However, they are not suited for entry door as they are very light in weight, uh, not weatherproof like wooden or metal door. Also, they cannot resist harsh environmental conditions. Nowadays, windows are also being made of PVC, UPVC, and they are available in the market in plenty. Let's look at the fiber reinforced plastic doors. Fiber glass is a uh, glass drawn into fibers from and woven into cloth. It is strong, light, and non flammable and has high tensile strength. Glass fibers bonded with resin that can be used to manufacture a range of products, including bathtubs, doors, windows, etc. Fiberglass is said to be one of the most hardened materials with relatively low maintenance cost as compared to wood uh, and steel. Fiberglass doors are expected to be stable as they do not wrap, bow, or twist. They are normally foam filled and offer good insulation properties. They can also be painted as per design. Doors and windows made of fiberglass can be provided with wood panels, as you can see in this picture on the surface to improve upon the aesthetics. Doors made of fiberglass can be used for both exterior and interior locations. Now let's look at fiber reinforced plastic, also known as FRP. It is a general term relating to reinforcement of plastic with fibrous glass. Due to its high strength, it can be put to many uses, including manufacturing of doors. Typically, the tensile strength is about 10 times that of PVC. FRP molded doors are available in many colors and finishes, including natural wood finish in the market. The standard door thickness is 30 to 35 mm and are available with fire retardant properties. These doors can also have two sheets or leaves or widths of 1.5 mm thickness on the outer faces. These leaves are molded over a core material, forming a sandwich kind of panel. Necessary wooden support are also required for fixing the handles, locks, stoppers, and other accessories. FRP doors are also in demand nowadays for use in modern houses. Let's look at now aluminum door. Aluminum is a metal which has been put to a large number of uses due to being light in weight. A large number of products made out of aluminum are available in the market, including doors, windows, partitions, curtain walls, etc. Aluminum frames for doors and windows have the distinct advantage of resisting difficult environmental conditions. Being light in weight, they can transfer less loads to the foundations. Aluminum frames are also not affected by termites and as such they are long lasting. Doors and windows made out of aluminum can be side hung or sliding and are suitable for exterior and interior locations. Aesthetically, they are quite pleasing and quite economical in long run. Now let's look at bamboo door. Bamboo is one of the fastest renewable plant with the maturity cycle of 3 to 4 years, making it a good natural resource compared to forest hardwood. Bamboo offers good potential for processing it into a composite as a wood substitute. Bamboo laminates could replace timber in many applications, including doors and windows and their frames, etc. One of the alternative to wood product is the jute coir composite board, which can be utilized for manufacturing of doors. Natural hard fibers such as coir and jutes normally are impregnated with phenolic resins to be used for manufacturing these boards. Bamboo jute composite doors have the advantage of being water resistant, corrosion resistant, termite resistant, eco-friendly, biodegradable, and cost effective. There are several accessories, as I explained you earlier, related with doors and windows, such as bolts, knobs, handles, locks, etc. These can be made in variety of materials such as iron, steel, aluminum, fiberglass. We will discuss them in next digest. Now let's discuss about how to select doors and windows as appropriate selection of right type of doors and windows will not only enhance overall look but also the appearance of your house. Always remember that doors and windows should be sturdy, long lasting, with good aesthetic appeal. As explained you in this digest, the market is flooded with variety of doors and windows, and there are several factors to be considered before finalizing the options. Let me just show you that. The selection, as I told you, is greatly influenced by climatic conditions, uh, use, location, type of material, and architectural design. Now let's see climatic condition. In areas closer to sea, it would be advisable to use a material which is not affected by corrosion, and accordingly, steel frames and shutters would not be a good option. Similarly, in extreme climatic conditions, either hot or cold, the sizes of doors and windows should be such that there is least effect of the external environment to that within the house. In a moderate climate, the extent of sunlight coming into the house has to be considered, and accordingly, the area for glazing has to be decided. Let's see functional use and location. Doors should be picked according to the function they are expected to perform. For example, a front door and a back door may have uh, two totally different sets of requirements, and they are different from interior doors. Exterior doors should always be sturdy material and should have secure fastenings. Interior doors, on the other hand, should be light enough for all family members to handle easily. The wet areas may have other kinds of smaller doors of PVC, etc. As I've been explaining you, careful considerations has to be given to the type of material to be used. Good material include heavy wood, steel, glass, or fiberglass construction, which will serve well for many, many years. The final step would be to choose the design, including color scheme of the door and window, the liking and the taste of which varies from individual to individual. Finally, to sum up, a few points with regard to doors and windows are written here. The shape, size, and styles of doors and windows have a considerable influence on the appearance of the house. At present, large varieties of doors and windows are readily available in the market to choose from. The homeowner should go through the magazines which are available on the subject. The details of manufacturers in different cities are also available on their websites. The matter should also be discussed with the architect, who would be able to give you suggestion and advice. The final decision rests with the homeowner, which depends amongst other things on the available budget for the construction of the house. The overall cost of the doors and windows may be about 15% or more of the civil construction cost of the house. I hope the Building Digest number 6 will be helpful for creating awareness about the construction of a house, and can be downloaded from our website www.bmtpc.org. The next topic which will be covered will be flooring. Thank you.